Welcome to the late edition. And a funny thing happened. Hit the like button coming through the door, ladies and gentlemen. But a very funny thing happened. I had it all set to go. We saw the game. We was ready. I was in there calling it. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I came back in. I was so pumped. I'm so hyped. I had just came to 2 kids' birthday parties. Imagine being like Dave and Buster's for like 15 hours. That's what it was like. With kids running around, everything. It was out of this world, right? Went to a 3-year-old birthday party to a 17-year-old birthday party and back to back. So it was like, and the game is going on. There's parents, there's food, there's everything. I got a lifetime supply of food in there right now. Now, with that being said, because I want to be kind of clear here on what's going on. Thanks, Tommy, for waiting. I come here. I got it ready to go. All I got to do is press a button and we are live. I got everything set up. I sat on the couch for like 2 seconds and was like, gone. Straight sleep. I mean, passed right out from just sitting down. Had everything set to go and said, into a deep sleep. A deep sleep. Just like that. I woke up at like 1 something, like, what the hell? Did I do the live? And I went to sleep. I didn't know if I did the live stream or not. It was all set to go. All I had to do was hit the button. I had it all just set. I'm just like, what? I was like, well, let me get my bearings. I'm like, I passed out. Passed out. Cold. Now, it don't matter because everybody got theirs off. Now it's time for the real show. Oh, yeah, Ari, our cousin, is 17 years old. She plays on the basketball team and the women's basketball team. So I had to let her know, no girl gonna beat me shooting the basketball. So I went and put on and changed into the Kawhi Leonard. I took it very serious. Had the Kawhi Leonard jersey on, ready to go. And I'm like, time to take you to school, young man. So the first shots, I was broke. So I went to the other one, to the other machine. You know those things that Dave and Buster, the balls get stuck. I'm like, I can't even get to. I'm like, all right, let me get over here. Now we set. As soon as we hit go, it was over. Put up a whopping 71 points that no one else has beaten yet. Drilling it. That feeling was back. Kev Curry. Kev Curry was back. Oh, she brought up Caitlin Clark. I'm like, I smoke Caitlin Clark too. The ego don't stop. No woman is going to beat me shooting a basketball. So, yeah, I had her all on tilt. She was ready to go. I told her, that's how I got to go down. Oh, man. It's Kev Curry, boy. Now, I will in a sec. I had to get through this. Now, here's how the Nuggets game broke down. Because a lot of people don't really realize what took place and transpired during the game. It was all over the place. They came in here trying to make a big deal about something that don't even exist. 40,000 points for LeBron. It's a milestone. What's the milestone? Why is that a milestone? He's already the leading scorer in NBA history, right? He scored the most points. So what record did he break? What milestone? Why do you have to stop and make a show out of it? Now you done created some new crap. Some idiot on the streets is gonna run out and be like, he got 40, the only player though who got 40,000 points. It's like, because he's the only player they would allow to keep playing in the game to have that. Anybody else comes close, they're gonna say you got to come off the bench. How much would Melo have if they didn't make him come off the bench? How much would Melo have if they told him, Melo, we can't, no team gonna pick you up? They told Carmelo Anthony, you're out. They told Carmelo, you got to come off the bench. That was a league call. He was confused. What? Why? What I've done? Like, why I can't be in the league? It was just like, you mean to tell me I'm not better than that guy? I've agreed to come off the bench now, and I'm still in this position. The man was averaging over 18 points a game in limited time off the bench when they retired him. Now, as for the game, let's get to it. It was awful to watch what was happening on the court. The Los Angeles Lakers started the game off with a different approach. The approach that they took was different than what happened all the other previous times. They led from the point of attack. They start going assist. They were trusting each other to distribute the basketball to each other, going down in the perimeter, putting pressure on Joker, saying, we're going to attack over the top. Let's go to AD over the top. Let's put pressure on Denver. Smart strategy. That's how the Lakers need to beat Denver. They need to put pressure on Joker, get him in foul trouble, get them having to pivot and make decisions and subs early. Have AD attack. Russ, he had to attack. He has to be aggressive scoring the basketball. Rudy Hachimura scoring and hitting wide open shots, that's not going to happen often. So just take what you can get from him. But D'Lo has to be the guy that's consistent. You have to be putting pressure on Denver. Now, while they're doing that, are they stopping Denver? No. The Lakers' problem, once again, is defense. They don't know how to play it. It's like a bunch of elementary kids who Denver is toying with. They're just like, okay, we're going to make the extra pass. Don't matter who's on the floor. Pope could be out. Anybody's out. They could bring in a bum off the bench. They're going to give him the ball. You know why? Because they practice. That guy on that bench has practiced with every single player in there. He knows the position. He knows how to cut. If you watch the Lakers, no one's cutting to the basket. No one. Except for the person that's going to shoot the basketball. That's it. They never cut. You have no movement. It's stagnant. There's no real back picks, nothing. It's only high pick and roll. And when you play high pick and roll basketball, and then you want to sit outside and shoot a bunch of threes late in the game because you're afraid to penetrate only in transition, you're going to lose. You're going to give up long rebounds. They have better shooters than you. Michael Porter Jr. did not miss a shot tonight. Michael Porter Jr., he hit consistently all night. Michael Porter Jr. did exactly what he wanted to do. Well, they're not going to give the Lakers 25 free throws on a night to night like they in magnet ball, the goddamn guy that they're promoting in the league. You know, this is a Euro player. Now let this be the playoffs. You'll see a little different results, but we'll get to that. Now, as the game went on, I'm watching LeBron. LeBron is focused on getting to the 40,000 today. That was his focus. I got to get to 40,000. Yeah. This is why they magnet balled LeBron James against the Clippers. You see, they needed LeBron to get close enough to have enough points on this day to hit the record on a national broadcast game instead of him hitting the record on a regular ass night. You see, now you see how these things play out. Now you see how it plays out, right? Like a movie. Right, on a regular ass night, they had LeBron James sit out one game, right? To balance it out, stretch it out. Because the rating was going, he wouldn't have that record. He needed a really big game this week to hit that record today. So the Clipper comeback win with him hitting all those threes and they're magnet balling that crap in there. Yeah, now you know it's real. Now, when you see LeBron plays Denver, they can throw different defenders on him. Mostly when he's guarded by Denver and he's got Gordon on him, he has a very hard time with Gordon. Gordon is strong, just equally as strong as LeBron, and he's more athletic. So now you're dealing with someone who's athletic, who moves around. You got to guard because he can shoot threes. And you can't sit out there and just stand. He's not going to sit there and stand on the court. So that's a problem for you. The Lakers will always have problems because LeBron's going to have to guard somebody. There's nowhere for him to rest on the court when you have five guys that's moving. Whenever he plays a team like that, it's going to be a hard struggle for him. And when this game was going on, when they weren't even scoring, the Lakers had the lead, but they weren't really scoring. I watched LeBron. And I watched him have to move and pivot and pick up the guy, and they're playing zone so that he can, get some rest while he's on the court. And they're giving up layups. They're giving up dunks. Now, why is that the case? Because they're the type of team that never changes. LeBron breaks down. Third and fourth quarter. In the third quarter, you could tell Denver's going to win. Even then, when he hit the fourth, it was like, oh, okay, Denver's not, they finna lose. No, Denver was going to win. If you watch this game, you never had a doubt in your mind Denver was going to win. I went and bet again while the bet was live. I said, I could probably get good odds now. I can get plus the points if I take Denver. I knew right away Denver was going to win this game. I said, there's no way they could lose. It's not even possible. They can't be stopped. Every play that they run, they're scoring on. Michael Porter Jr. couldn't miss because they're finding him in rhythm. And the Lakers are the worst team next to the Chicago Bulls in guarding the three-point shot. You will have an open three-point shot with the Lakers going against that team than any team in the league. The Chicago Bulls is the other one. And when they play each other, Lakers and Bulls, it's just open threes all back and forth. And you're just like, damn, both these teams suck. And the simplest damn thing, guarding the three-point shot. How can you not be there? Every time somebody get the ball, they gotta run out there. I forgot. There's 5 guys on the court. Like, where they do that at? And every time they play Denver, Prime breaks down.
Don't tell me about AD blew the game. Look at this dude from the beginning. Look at this. Look, everybody blowing back. He was old man in the back. What you doing way back there, bum? The game back here. Why you back there, bum? Uh-oh, here come the bomb. I got it. Oh, don't. I'm the king. I'm more than an athlete. Blip, blip. Oh, no, God. I didn't get him a body bag. This bum got no moves. Look at how he's standing. Look at this approach. Look, he rolling all over the floor, just falling all over himself. Look at this flopper. I'm going to throw myself on the floor. Boom. Look, throw himself on the floor. Watch, he run into this man's drink. I done spilt and turned the whole thing up on him. Bum. Better come get y'all dinosaurs some help. The brontosaurus is tied. Somebody come get this man. Some get y'all old man and bring him home, man. Bring him home, dog. Uh-oh, there you go. He's going down. He's weak in the knees. Old man Braun. Old man Braun.
Yeah. Now, look, that's a prime example. That is a prime example right there. That is a prime example. Okay? Now, once again, the world is back paying attention. Now, we got to get everybody back in the cycle. And when I say back into the cycle, I mean getting back into the zone. Y'all got to get back in the zone of reality. In the fourth quarter, that's where the games are going to be won and lost. And when this situation occurred, you saw it once again rear its ugly head. LeBron James and the Lakers ran out of gas. You saw Anthony Davis disappear as he always does in the second half. You saw D. Russ disappear in the entire second half. I don't even know if he scored. That's how bad D-Lo was in the second half. Why did that happen? Why weren't you going to AD in the paint like you did earlier in the game? What changed? Fatigue. Not just physical fatigue, mental fatigue. AD was being hit. They were putting a body on him. They had another guy coming over, checking him. Boom, boom, keeping him out of position for rebounds. Offensively, he wasn't getting the ball where he was comfortable. He was soft. He was tired. He was getting banged up down there with Jokic, putting weight on him. Everybody's hitting him. He don't like physical contact. So it's taking all his energy out on the offensive end because he's getting wore out on defense and battling for rebounds. So he started picking his spots. So they put the young guy in. They put the young boy in to try to bang with them to free up AD. It didn't work. No notification squad. Hey, I'm going to have to tell him, John. Yeah, because you got to understand, the Los Angeles Lakers game playing down the stretch was flawed. They had no plan. Every time they got close, Murray would hit a big shot. Joker hit a big shot. They know how to get to their spots, and they're comfortable in the game. They never had a position or no panic that they would lose. The Lakers was playing sporadic. Like guys are passing the ball. They don't know who's going to take the shot. LeBron is turning the ball over. It was like a perfect interception. They knew he was going to dribble, penetrate, and throw the ball out. Kobe Bryant called it accidental basketball. Perfect name for it. Accidental basketball. All it is now is drive and kick. That's what it is. Drive and kick. It's accidental basketball. He's like, y'all don't even know how to drive and kick. You don't just drive and kick. You wait to see what the defense is doing. If this guy comes up, I know this guy should be here now. So I'm going to drive. I'm going to wait to see what the defense is going to do. Wait to see if the guy clears out to the movement. Or if a guy comes over, if he doesn't go, I can go here. Then I drive here. This guy slides over. I know who's going to be open. So it's not just drive and kick. Now, if I know this guy don't respond and do what he needs to do, I'm in a position I could score. I could pull up right here and score. But if this guy comes over and help, I have a guy I can give the ball to here. But I have to be patient. I can't just rush in there every time and just drive and then run into a wall, then look to kick. You should already know a guy's open and where to go with the ball. Now, accidental basketball. That's what these guys are playing. Purdue versus Michigan State was fire. I missed it. I missed a lot of stuff today. I saw stuff on the screen. Like, I couldn't hear the commentary. I could just see the game. So that was better for me. I could see the game, couldn't hear the commentary. So I didn't have to know what they was talking about, but I can guarantee you they were screaming 40,000 points all through the game. LeBron's going for 40,000, a milestone. So once again, they've continuously lost to the Clippers until this season. They got 2 wins, I believe, against the Clippers this year. But everyone act like they won the championship. The Clippers beat this is what kills me. The Clippers beat the Lakers 11 times in a row. You know what they said? They still ain't got no chips. It's a regular season win. Why are you guys excited? Beat us in the playoffs when it counts. You guys ain't got any championships, so it doesn't matter. LeBron comes back and wins the other night. They were down 18 in the fourth. Yeah, bro. Like, whoa. It's just a regular season game, remember? Y'all still in 10th place. They in the 3rd spot. Still. You ain't winning nothing but a game. So you can't have it both ways. It don't work like that. Now, here's the thing. After that, after hearing the egregiousness on what was done up the block, whatever, back to the game, once again, they were put on display. The Lakers are still a 10th seed team. They're a 500 ball club. They just picked up another guard. They're too small. They don't have the size to contend with teams like Denver. Why do they have Minnesota at the top? Why is OKC at the top? Because those teams will be playing what? The play-in teams. Who's going to be in the play-in? Golden State. the Lakers. So you're going to keep those guys in there. So now you play the first and second seed. That's an easier matchup than going up against fourth and fifth, which would probably be the Suns and Clippers. Now you got two Titans playing each other in the first round. Hell, I'd rather play Minnesota. You see? You see how that worked? That's how the movement is in the league. Stagnant. Definite. And it's definitely not something anybody else is going to care about in T minus 10 seconds. Right? It's all set up. The seating, the lineups, everything. They're going to keep Minnesota at number 1. They're going to keep OKC at number 2 because those two teams are going to be playing the play-in games. Now you see why are two of the low market teams at the top of the charts. Now you see the scheme, the scam. And you're going to see a number 1 team get beat by a play-in team. Come on. Y'all ain't seeing this? Set up. It's what they did since they created the play-in. Look at how the rankings are with the small market teams are now going to the top because the number 1 and number 2 seeds ain't going to matter. It's going to be all the big market teams that they got at the bottom, but we're going to make it look competitive now because we're going to have the low seeded or the low market teams win a lot of games. The NBA, you'll never see the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA finals. Sad, but you're never going to see that. Why? Because the league isn't going to make money off of it. And why won't they make money off of it? Because they don't promote. They don't market the Timberwolves. Timberwolves and the Bucks. Would it be like, what about Giannis? Well, they market them sometimes. They got Dame and Giannis, but other than that, who outside of Minnesota is going to be watching Minnesota, really? They got a great basketball team. Good enough basketball team, win some games. But who's really going to care? Because they don't market. Now, getting to the gist of the breakdown of the game, why was it so easy for Murray to dominate in the fourth? Because they knew they had Austin Reeves trying to guard Murray. Keeping Austin Reeves in that game in the fourth quarter was a mistake. He can't guard Murray. Murray can post him up and score out of the post. That's a problem for Reeves. Whenever he has to guard a guy who can score in the post, he's in trouble. Murray could score with his back to the basket. They're going to have the help slide over to try to help out on Reeves to give him some assists. Hachimura tried to help him out a lot of times, but he could pass out of the post. He's a guard that knows how to pass out of the post with his back to the basket, posting you up. Not only can he score, he can pass out of there. That presents a problem. They play old school Detroit Piston basketball. You see, this is what you don't understand about the Denver Nuggets and why they're successful. They play just like the Detroit Pistons, except for all the offense doesn't go exclusively to the guard. But when they switch, they run plays we ran. Absolutely 100%. They run the same plays the Detroit Pistons run, posting up, guards posting up in the post and passing from the post. That is 90s and 80s basketball. Guards that could take you in the post, back you down, make passes, and run the offense from post up positions near the rim. Now, if you're familiar with that style of basketball, if you're familiar with that kind of play, then you would already know what time it is, because it's very clear to the rest of us and the rest of the world what direction the league is trying to go in. See, the league has been aggressively trying to change the direction of everything that's moving with the game. Now they want more defense. Now they're saying, well, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. But we'll get to that later. You know, I put some information on the Patreon today that got people's heads spinning right now. So they're trying to figure out what all they've heard, because they can't even process it, because it involves white people. See, whenever you throw white people in there, they're just confused, because anything that has something to do with information and negativity, they only relate to it if it's black. If they hear it with some white people involved in it, they'd be. It can't compute. The brain have a malfunction. Now, the thing is, when you get to a certain, position, and when you get to a certain ramifications on the courts and everything, you start to see there's a major disconnect between everybody engaged and involved in trying to communicate on the basketball court. And late in the games, if you're not communicating, you're not locked in, you're going to lose. And when you got a guard that can post up in the post, he's going to draw a lot of attention. Other guys are going to get open shots. Michael Porter Jr. is going to be open. Joker, you could throw the ball to him in the post. He can attack AD. AD is not going to do anything. And if you got the young kid on him, he'll pump fake that young kid to death. 8 straight losses to Denver. Denver is the defending champions. Let's see what happens in the postseason. But they are a big matchup problem for the Lakers. I doubt the Lakers ever see them again in the playoffs, because it's a bad matchup for them. They match up better with other teams. Now, everybody bragged about the Clippers win, right, with the Lakers, but the Clippers was missing Paul George, and they were missing Zubac. Now Russ has a broken hand. So Russell Westbrook, I know Russ will probably be out till the end of the season and then be back for the playoffs. That's just how Russ is. He's going to play. Don't think Russ is out for the year. Russ will play with a little mini patch cast on his hand. Russ will be out there. So that fracture in his hand is temporary for Russ. So he might miss a couple weeks. He's still going to be running in practice and doing everything to stay active, going up and down the court. But other than that, Russ is not going to miss a beat. He'll be ready. Well, the Pistons had a 3-guard rotation that all 3 guards can post. Vinnie Johnson wasn't a very good distributor, but he could post up and pass out of the post. Joe Dumars could pass out of the post. Isaiah Thomas can pass out of it. Well, Isaiah can do it all. But that's just the flow of everything. You see, and this is why people can't gravitate, because Michael Jordan was such a phenomenon to hit the basketball court, because he could do all these things athletically, he could pause in the air, do all these moves, and the whole defense has to rotate to him, right? But you isolate the other four players when you play that style of game with him. You got the other four guys just watching and standing still while you do your thing. That's hard to beat. Well, I mean, that's easy to beat, but it's hard to win that way. Now, here's the problem. Isaiah, what makes him good is that he's so dangerous. Not only can he score anytime he wants, he can control the movement of everybody on the floor reacting to his moves. And by him being a threat to get the ball to other people, you have to respect that. You can't really close down on him and say, we're going to jump on you and double you and force someone else to beat you, because that's what he wants. He's going to distribute the ball. And he's one of the best at it. Him and Magic Johnson. That's why the All-Star games were great, because those two were leading the point of attack. If you have a talented point guard, they can make players around them better. Average players will look like superstars when you play with a person that can enhance your game, because they're so good. They can control the floor. And that's what Isaiah and Magic could do. That was real point guard play. Now, once the game started to change and it started going into a guard-friendly situation, you started to see the maturity of other people's games. No, they did not. Michael Jordan did not run guard play game through the post. Stop. If Michael Jordan had the ball in the post, he was not trying to distribute. You thinking of 96 Mike. You thinking 96, 97, 98 Mike. Yeah, no. We're talking about young Jordan. You can't compare no era back then. This is what this is, and the only people that compare it are these new people. That's the thing. We don't compare it. You see, we don't even do this. This ain't us. You see, the comparison levels come from the younger folks. They keep trying to compare to LeBron and Jordan. They want to compare back to the yesteryear. Did you see the older players? They don't compare themselves to these players because they feel all these new players are inferior to them, which they are. Half of this league, about 70% of this league, wouldn't have done a damn thing against these teams that they were playing against in the 80s and 90s. Like, they wouldn't even been on the court. All this, we got the talent and ability and all. Let's see how well you're going to play when Charles Oakley and Mason push your ass in the row 3. You ain't gonna be no need for a flop. It's gonna be real. And then you gotta realize you gotta play through that mentally. Y'all ain't built for that. All these superstars, they ain't built for that. Think Steph gonna be in the lane dribbling? Poof! Oh! Foul! Beep! Tweet! Foul. He ran right into a forearm shiver. And while he was doing this cross, they will lay you out. And you got to get up and be tough enough to mentally go up against that. Going in there against them giants. These dudes will lay the wood on you. You go in there on some Moses Malone and some Tree Rollins. You're going to get laid out. Kawhi could play in that era because his game dictates he could play in that era. It's few players who game they would definitely take it to it like a duck to water because that's his game. Post game, shooting free throws, everything has been a lot more physical, well, a lot more wear and tear on him, but he could play. He definitely would be able to play in that era. No, that's a little different. The physical play back then, of course he would flop until he got hit, and he wouldn't be protected. Because the more they protected him, the more danger you were putting him in. The more you did it, the worse it was going to be for you. No, they didn't bring what I would call a consistent flow of attack. So the Nuggets were going to beat the Lakers. Too much inconsistency with their offense, accidental basketball. And that's why they're going to lose. Murray's a better player than Austin Reeves. Bad matchup for him. D'Lo's not going to be able to do anything with him either. Defensively, he's too big for D'Lo. He'll take D'Lo down there, bang him out, and assist. You put Reeves on him, now you're in another mismatch. He could pass out of the post. He could score out of the post. And he's a threat. Now you got to guard Michael Porter Jr. As you can see, he was shooting the skin off the ball today. He was 10 for 10, did not miss a shot. Did not miss a shot. Now, if the Nuggets can stay healthy, they're going to win. The Clippers' problem is they never stay healthy enough in the playoffs. The Suns, whether they're healthy or not, the way they play basketball is not going to keep LeBron James away from the GOAT conversation. You can never have lost your confidence on a basketball court and can be considered greatest of all time. This man has lost his confidence in NBA finals. To go to the finals as many times as he did with all the advantages he had, he has come up short. He called himself the greatest player of all time on his own show. When you're great, that's for other people to say about you, not for you to say about yourself. You're trying to convince yourself you're the greatest of all time when you're not. Woo! How you like me now? Oh, you know that was Silver Slipper. You know they got some guys that's up at night, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, he's not going with the script." Oh yeah, well, this is what happens when you have a situation that's out of whack. He said that channel, the locker room, is full of crap. No magnet ball tonight. Well, they can't do that. You can't, because now you're lying to the people, and people will start going to be very suspect when you see that happen. You know, you can't do what they did against the Clippers every night because that messes up the ecosystem, the flow of the game, and reality, and people questioning, you know, is this real? Now, what did LeBron do tonight? Oh, he shot 60% from the field. Yeah, 20 some points, right? Where they're going to keep him around his average. And, you know, wasn't effective when they needed him to be. So if you look at the stats, they're going to look at it and say, hey, it's your fault, AD. You already know what AD is. AD is to give you 30 some points one night. The next night, he's going to give you in the teams. That's AD. You know, why are y'all sitting there surprised? That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, KG's been getting beat up all week about the new juice comment and everything. They've been all on his back. You know, Bron on that Balco, you know, that new juice. And because it came out of KG mouth, it just elevated. And the sports media won't touch it. But the internet media, oh, they've been touching it. Yeah, it's funny because people don't even know what Balco is. Balco, I'm like, Balco is not a drug. Balco was the company. LeBron's on Balco. They don't even know what the hell Balco is. That's what's so funny. And I'm like, the Balco scandal was like 2003, 2001. If you go on there, you could Google, well, not Google, but YouTube the damn trial, the hearing when they were doing the investigation. And people were admitting under oath what happened. And Marion Jones getting stripped of her medal. Victor Conte, who now is in charge of Snack, you know, he was the head of the Balco thing. Look at this. You see? You see what I'm saying? Look at that. 40,000 James. Right. Until Luca break it within 2 years. uh, Yep, and the Lakers still lost. Now, there's a lot of changes that's going to be had within the next coming of years, or however you want to put it. But those changes are coming very soon. So people are going to have to get used to it or accustomed to what's happening because, yeah, the pivot's in full effect. So people are going to have to get used to it. That might be a LeBron account. All of them are. LeBron can't post. LeBron has a problem in the post. He has a problem outside of the post. He can't do anything in this games. That's gonna affect the change. You see, that's what people don't get. It's like when you make these kind of changes, you are limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself. Of course, LeBron is a cheater. LeBron is not only a cheater, he is a shortcut taker. He's in 1 year, you've seen LeBron James, personal manager, get caught with a steroid situation. You had Chael Sonnen say LeBron's on EPO. You've had his former personal assistant or personal trainer. You had your manager, your personal trainer, and you threw it on your wife. Oh, he trained my wife. So now she's on the roids, right? So, and in a whole investigation scandal that they didn't know was going to lead back to people connected to LeBron James. None of this stuff is getting into him. It's just getting to everybody else. And all these dudes are doing illegal stuff, meeting in dark alleys, getting black market stuff. And all of a sudden, he's just oblivious to all of it. Nothing sticks to him. He's Teflon. Then here it is. KG makes this statement. Still crickets. Crickets in the NBA. Crickets, period. But now, KG's going to suffer the big blunt of that. For putting that in the air, Kevin Garnett's going to suffer big for that. If Stephen A wanted to box me, he would break his knee throwing a punch. I wouldn't even have to land a punch. He'd be, come on, Karceno. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, good. Oh, God, there goes my knee. My knee just fell. Good Lord. My knee is out. Yeah, I fell. I'll be like, I wouldn't have to land a punch. He'd be knocked out. But yeah, to the Lakers game, it's the same
I came
thing.
on the
This
air
line
talking
would
about how
always come
Anthony
up.
Davis was a top 7 player. I take it back. He don't look like he even wants to go anywhere near the basket. And my point is, yo, bro, you too big, you too skilled, you too talented. What has happened to Anthony Davis? Yes, Russell Westbrook can't shoot, but that's about it. We need to be talking less about Russell Westbrook and more about Anthony Davis. Because, damn it, I expected better.
And that's the only thing he said that made any sense. Because Anthony Davis is somebody y'all should have expected better from. Well, of course he's too much for him. And shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bust Life. Subscribe to the man. Oh yeah, Peyton Manning. Yeah, Peyton. This is after he had the surgery, and he couldn't even move his damn arm. Of course, he was on roids, and he blamed it on his wife. Who am I betting tomorrow? I don't know yet. I'm still pondering. He said he mad LeBron put him off the all-decade team from 2010, 2000 to 2010. The Joker looks like he drunk, but he still beat the refs and the fakers himself. Well, it's hard to cheat a guy that could score at the rim. This is why I tell teams all the time, if they gonna magnet ball you out the game, it's hard for them to magnet ball you when you're getting layups. It's hard for them to magnet ball you when you're right at the rim. If you make the extra pass, you're gonna have shots at the rim and get people reacting, and you answer with execution. There's nothing they could do about it. Why does he need to spend millions on his body? Because his body is old. For basketball, his body is old. In order for him to keep playing the way he's playing and all of this energy to keep up with these 20-year-olds, they're going to have to trank that horse. And that's what's going on. That new juice? No, we going to that going to sleep juice. Here comes that freight train. Boy, that freight train came at me. He would be in the. I would do a spin move, grab him, and olay him into the third row. He ain't finna just keep running me into the ground.
Reaching another milestone. Here's the thing. What's the milestone? Who said 40,000 points is a milestone? I mean, damn, Kareem could have got 40,000 if it was a milestone. LeBron ain't on no new juice. He's on the same juice that's been out there for years. You see, LeBron still run out of gas, right? The reason that stuff does is help you recover faster. You get into these tanks and everything else, it's a shortcut. LeBron's body is going to go through aches and pains like everybody else's body, but he's older. So it takes a little bit longer. When he hits the ground, it'll take a little longer to get up. His legs don't respond the way they used to when he was 20. He used to have very quick first step. Now that's gone. His first step, he think he moving fast. He's not. He ain't blowing by these guys no more. There's guys, these young guys is right there. Now these 20-year-olds who don't have a man body yet or NBA body yet, yeah, you can bully them, but you're not finna bully Aaron Gordon. You're not finna bully like all these other players in the league who young and in their 20s and hit the weights too. You ain't bullying them. It's never been done before. Before he had 39,000, whatever, it had never been done before. Once he passed Kareem, it had never been done before. So, what was he gonna do tomorrow? Whatever game they play next, whenever he scores, it's gonna be never been done before. So, what are you talking about? So, see how stupid y'all sound? It's not your fault. It's just y'all get caught up in the media hype. It's brainwashing you into believing bullshit. It's a milestone. It's 40,000. I'd be like, okay, what's the milestone? It's 40,000. I'll be like, okay, I guess. Like, what did it break? Like, what's the point? No one's ever gotten 40,000. Nobody ever had 30,752. So, what's the point? It's the brainwash. Once he passed Kareem's record, he had already did something no one else had ever done. Right? If you think that LeBron James is going to win a game in which, okay, they lost to Denver on Kobe's night, right? With the trophy, the statue, right? They bring out Kobe's statue, and LeBron James and them, they lost to Denver, right? Okay. Opening day, starting the season off, right? They get smoked by Denver, right? So they get smoked to start the season. They get smoked on the night Kobe gets his statue revealed, and they get smoked when LeBron hits his 40,000 milestone. You didn't expect this? I damn sure did. Once they beat the Clippers, I knew, oh, they ain't beating Denver. That's out. This guy, he is really caught into the fantasy. It is a record that will stand for decades. I don't think so.
I wouldn't say decades, buddy. I wouldn't say that. Mm-hmm. What Kawhi did with the Raptors was greater than LeBron winning with Cleveland. No one else talks about it. Yeah, that's true. One with an expansion franchise, you know, beat the Warriors with KD on it. Even though KD went down, he played in one game and was out. Wasn't really the same team. I don't think they would have beat the Warriors had KD been healthy. Then Clay went down, messed up his ACL on a play, and it was like the whole team crumbled in that finals. The whole team went down. But you couldn't fault Kawhi because every time they did something, he was the answer. For every run, every stop. Well, they're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Well, later on today. Now, what I'm going to do is go back and finish the sleep I got earlier when I did my head like this and went down. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to say thank y'all for tuning in. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Ticket TV, The Dreamers Pro, everybody who's doing it the right way. Jag Sports with Jose Rodriguez. Welcome to HDI TV. Kwame Brown, do your thing. Thank all of y'all who stayed up late tonight and got in the chat. Appreciate all y'all. Shams, Don the writer, all y'all did y'all thing. And even fourth quarter sports who came through the who's gonna beat it? I'm not even a Bron stan. MJ's might go, but who's gonna play 20 years at this level to surpass him? You say you don't think so, but don't present no argument. Oh, I didn't think I needed to. Luka Doncic is gonna be up there. You're gonna have who's the guy in Minnesota? Anthony Edwards is already at like 6,000-7,000, right? And he's only played 3-4 years. More players are averaging 30 and hitting 50s and 70s. Luka has surpassed LeBron every year, including this year. Every year of LeBron's career, you see Luka looks old, he's young. He's not, he's like what, 24, 25? Oh, Luka's not playing 21 years. He wouldn't have to. At the rate he's going, he won't have to play that long. He could break the record within 16 years. At the rate he's going, with the way the league is scoring now, he's putting up 40-point triple doubles, 50-point triple doubles. LeBron wasn't doing that at all. He has passed LeBron in rebounds, assists, and points every year. He had a better rookie year than LeBron. He had a better second year than LeBron. He had a better third year than LeBron. He has a better fourth year than LeBron. So, once again, so what you're saying? That's why LeBron's playing. He's trying to expand. Like, I'm gonna keep playing. I gotta keep expanding this point thing, and this thing gotta stand. Nobody cared about who's the highest scorer points in the NBA. So why does it matter now? Don't. Kareem had that record. No one cared and gave a damn till LeBron got near it. No one cares. Go ahead, ask your question before we leave. Of course, Luka's better than LeBron. It's called skill set. Luka's better than Dirk because Luka could do more than Dirk. Well, she's part of the LeBron James crew, so she probably was comfortable kissing him, and that's what it is. Oh yeah, all the East Coast people sleep. Yeah, Kobe didn't tear his body up. Definitely, he would have eclipsed 40,000 easy. He would have passed the scoring record. Like everyone knew Kobe was going to break the scoring record. Like he was definitely going to do that. Well, if it don't be Luka, it could be anybody. It could be Donovan Mitchell. It could be anybody. These guys now are scoring way more points. You got to understand, this record is not going to stand as long as the NBA is going in the direction it's going now. That record will fall in less years. You're going to see it broke by at least 2-3 years. Like from the record. Like LeBron will have to play 23, 24 years. His record will be broken in 17, 18 years. Somebody play 17 years, 18 years, that record be broke. Right. I might not be around to see it, but it'll be broke quicker than he made it. That's why he's still trying to play and milk it out. Curry's 3-point record will fall. That'll fall quick. He said I spelled his last name wrong on purpose. McMiniman, Malika McMiniman. Malika McAndrews. LeBron got no fundamentals to his game. And we all know that. There's no fundamental. He's fundamentally and just irritating to look at to watch. Absolutely. So anyway, let me get out of here and go get that sleep. We out. Thank y'all for y'all time and staying up this late. Appreciate you.